Thrilled to be back. Super League Supernova, game week 28. Man, this year is starting to come into focus. We're getting to the meat and potatoes of this season, guys. It's really exciting. And so let's take a look. I've been trying to get this out. I did some notes. I got everything together, and this match week was such a quick turn that I didn't have enough time to record in addition to my normal life. So I'm here now. I've been sort of living in a vacuum, haven't been paying attention, have not watched the matches. I did watch Chelsea. And so let's get a recap of game week 28 going and see what happened. So first up, we've got the Commissioner's Cup. The Lost a Little Sheen Commissioner's Cup, if you will. Tickas, West Adams, and the Tickas took care of business 41-35. A meek effort from the Flying Lions this week in the Commissioner's Cup. Midfield did what they could, but not enough, as Ikatike propelled the Tickas to a rare win this season, making them 2-1 against the Flying Lions. Congrats to Patrick. A tip of the cap to co-commissioner Patrick on the win in the Commission Cup this week. Up next, Andover, number 8, taking on the Lose. Andover moved to 2-1 this year, 45-10, a smashing victory for the Albies and another brutal loss for the Lose. Seeing some returns from Sheshko, that really has to warm the heart of Jeff over in Andover. The Lose, meanwhile, so many ones, it's as if they were going to the strip club. Neto being sent off, obviously also being the icing on the shit sandwich for them. Lose looking ahead to next year, and Andover stays in the fight. Up next, Nayla and the Bulls. The Bulls 37, Nayla 32. Saliba and Van Dyke give the Bulls 17 to vanquish Nayla, as Cole Palmer actually literally goes cold with 1 point. Their forwards producing nothing as well. The Bulls, man, they're feeling good. They stay hot, winning their 6th straight. While Nayla now, losers of 9 of 10. What is happening in Nayla land? Up next, Sharks, Bramley, and the Sharks come out 44-37. Harry Wilson to the rescue, 12 points, pushes the Sharks back into the top 4, defeating one of the big teams this year in Bramley. Bramley moved to 1-2 on the year versus the Sharks, one of the few teams that they've struggled to beat. I actually misquoted that number in the last pod. But with Holland out and injured, Bramley seemed like they might be a little vulnerable. After winning 7 straight, they've now dropped their last 2. Watch this space for more on that one. Up next, we've got the Osborne Owls taking on the Seagulls. Osborne 37, Seagulls 30. Osborne remain undefeated against the Gulls this season, taking sole possession of first in the table. Tiago and a strong midfield performance was all they needed to move past the Gulls, who put up a fight but ran short, with Salah posting just 2. And no magic from Eze this week. He turned back into a pumpkin with 2 points. Up next, the final match. It's our match of the week, with Elgin taking on the Ernies in a top 4 clash. Didn't look like a top 4 clash by the end. The Ernies classing themselves to a 55-25 win over the Bombers. A nice rebound for the Ernies after a shaky match week 27 performance, putting down the Bombers in convincing fashion. They are now undefeated in their last 10, 9 wins and a draw for the Ernies. Impressive. The Bombers, however, fall to 2-1 against the Ernies this season. Defense in this one really falling short, with a combined 1 point for the Bombers, where the Ernies got production everywhere except keeper, which was a surprise goose egg. All right, so quick update on the Memel Cup. We have a winner. The Osborne Owls claim the first Memel Cup, beating the Gulls in the league and in the cup. Double loss for the Gulls this week, as Osborne claimed the first trophy of the season. Congrats to Andrew and Jack and the Owls and all their fans. I heard a parade is being planned. Looking forward to seeing that patch on the jersey. I'm sure it's going to be orange. Up next, game week 29. What do we have ahead of us? All right, so Osborne moved to first, undisputed at 54 points. Bramley dropped to third at 51 points. Elgin drops out of the top 4 from 4 to 6. Sharks re-enter the top 4, and Ernie's jump a spot from 3 to 2. The Red Hot Bulls are now number 5. Sharks, Bulls, and Bombers are all on 48 points, 4, 5, and 6. The Flying Lions and the Albies just a hair behind, 7 and 8, both on 45 points. The Seagulls at 40 points in 9th, and then a little bit of a drop-off as we get to the Tickas, Nayla, and the Lose at 12 points. So that's a look at the table as it stands going into match week 29. All right, so let's take a look at game week 29 and what we have ahead of us. Number 4, Sharks taking on the number 7, West Adams Flying Lions. A split series so far this year, 1 win apiece. Sharks are coming off a strong performance, while West Adams really don't know who's going to show up for this team. All 3 forwards are back and healthy. Saka seems healthy. Who knows what will happen there? And can Harry Wilson ride high again for the Sharks? We'll see. Should be a fun match to watch. Up next, Bulls, Seagulls, split series, 1 win apiece. The Bulls are very hot, big arrow trending up, and they are leading from the back in terms of their points. Defense driving the ship for them, and they're hoping to keep the positive vibes flowing like Van Dijk's hair. The Seagulls are feisty. Who knows how they'll respond after a cup loss and a league loss to Osborne last week. Up next, number 12, Lose, taking on Bramley. Not much to say here. Bramley will get back in this one to their winning ways with or without Holland. The Lose appear to be cooked. 12th place on 12 points. Number 10, Tickas, taking on number 11, Nayla, in a lower table matchup between 2 teams that really didn't think they would be here when the campaign began. Time is running out for both teams to make something of this season. Patrick sitting on 33 with the Tickas and Nayla on 27. Is it a lost cause for the top 4? Probably. But we'll see. We'll see what comes out of this one as they play for pride. Up next, Andover, number 8 in the table, taking on number 6, Elgin. Bombers have cooled, but remain at number 6 in the table, with Andover starting to heat up and just 3 points behind them. This is a good match in the table, very close. It's a very tight table, and this rubber match is going to be critical for both of these teams as the season moves forward. And finally, the match of the week. What a matchup we have here. The number 2 Ernies taking on class of the league right now, the Osborne Owls. New Memel Cup winners, the Osborne Owls. Clear match of the week here. And with a win, the Ernies can leapfrog the Owls to move into first in the league. However, with a loss and results behind them not going their way, they could have up to 3 teams that are just 1 point behind them. The table is tight. Will Semenyo step up for the Ernies? With Holland hurting, will Pedro keep hunting goals for the Owls and maintain his peerless form? High drama, guys, in the match of the week. So that's it. Gonna send this thing out tonight, and I'm gonna go on vacation for a few days. So all the best to all of you. Hope you're all doing well, and we'll talk to you soon. Keep the blue flag flying high.